Hi friends, in this video we are going to have a look at the topic called Typedef. Typedef is very simple and sweet topic. It's not a complex one like a structure, union or pointers, something like that. This is very simple, straightforward. All you are going to do is give an alias name for whatever you are doing it. So alias name is not new thing for us. Like we always have nicknames or alias names depending upon the group which we interacted. For example, in the school we'll have a different name. In the college our name would be different. In the office we'll have a different name. All those names are the short forms of our full name or alias name. Okay, so the same way while writing a code, instead of writing the whole lengthy things, what you'll do is you'll give an alias name that will make your code two things: much more readable and much more simpler and cleaner. Okay, that's all. That's what ultimately Typedef is doing. Okay, so if you understood this, like you can just close the video and go on with the next thing. Okay, so the further few slides we'll have a look at this examples. For example, so when somebody asks what is a Typedef, the definition is like it's mechanism for creating new type names. Okay, so understand that you are not creating new types. For example, like in int, you are not going to create another data type altogether. All you are going to do is like renaming the int into something more readable. In the example in the box, if you see Typedef long is renamed to int64 underscore t. Okay, if somebody reads the code which is declared at the bottom of the box, int64i, they'll understand, okay, this is a 64-bit number which is an integer, so that I can do it much better. Okay, so instead of long, that makes sense. Coming back to the next example, struct adate int, we have packed three elements into a structure. So and then given a Typedef name of date with a capital D. Okay, if not for if Typedef was not there, what we have to do is we have to declare all the whole thing wherever we want to do it. Whereas the Typedef lets you to leave out the word struct and the other following things, and you can give only the last name like date, or here we'll show you example. In this example we have motor, so there is a motor with a capital M. So instead of declaring the whole thing, all I have done is like a motor M and N. So which is like I have declared two variables of the type structure. Okay, and it has improved my code pretty clean. Okay, if you are from object oriented language, you might know this is similar to a class, looks like a class. Okay, class definition. So ultimately the purpose is like as we explained, like it's for convenience, clarity and clean and readable code. And one more important thing which I missed was like portability. For example, when we have a platform dependent code, like a OS dependent code, what we do is like we define Typedef the platform dependent things into a if def, like what we have seen earlier, or like so inside that, and then we'll include only those Typedef below the things. So we give a common name, and the common name is renamed at the top, so depending upon the platform. For example, Typedef char star string, so instead of char star, wherever if I use string, so it will be declared as string character, looks like string character. And the long int 32, all those things are some of the examples. Okay, long int 64. Okay, so instead of double long, I'll set this int 64. I'll say that. Or int 128, if whatever I want to keep it, I'll keep it so that it becomes clear to me. So all these things will be defined in the header file. Ideally, as when you're in college, you'll declare everything into a single file only, but when you go to a professional environment, like we have something called a header file and a CPP file or C file. So in the C file it will be having it. Okay, thank you friends, bye bye.